Welcome back, one and all. We are returning on our Druid. Let me see if I can get the UI up here. So hello and welcome. If you're just tuning in and seeing me for the first time, my name is Salty EQ Vet, or the Salty EQ Vet, depending on what platform you're on. I'm a longtime MMO player and retired combat veteran, and I am showcasing Monsters and Memories, which is a classically inspired MMO RPG, based off of old school titans like EverQuest. Although, to be fair, this game they are trying to do something different. It's not an exact ripoff of EverQuest. It does have the DNA of it and the spirit of it, for sure. And you get the joy of seeing me, a fighter main, a plate-wearing main, suffer through playing a druid. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's an alright class, alright? Like, I mean, I never played a druid or a healer before. I mean, it's fine. What they did with it seems to be pretty good. I like the season mechanic with it. So it's a fairly active mechanic. You know, I'm trying to figure out exactly where we left off. What are we doing next with this guy? Okay, so we got a few new spells. We gotta actually take some of these off. We gotta head up to the Druid area. And I might be playing Archer today, because that is actually one of my favorite classes. It's very relaxing to play. I don't really have to do a whole lot. Point and shoot. Compared to the caster classes where you kind of have to wait for it to wind up to actually do something. I mean, that can be, to me, that gets like quite tedious, but you know, I'm more of an instant damage type of guy. But some of you out there really like druids and can't wait to sink your teeth into it. And I can tell you, yeah, it's pretty fun. Okay, just making sure I'm not blowing out your eardrums here. Or my own. And this is the Druid area, right next to the Sentinel's Gaze, which is the fighter and archer area. And Phalendril. Phalendril is very interesting compared to Night Harbor. I just made the journey back from Night Harbor yesterday. Oh, yesterday. I actually had a talk with Sean, the lead developer. On accident before, of course. I mean, I submitted a petition because I was trying to get my wife. I was trying to give my wife the extra beta key that I had, and the only way to do that is to make sure that it's running on a different machine. Tried doing that on my Mac or my MacBook. Couldn't get it to work. I tried everything. I tried crossover. I tried wine. I tried doing like command line code to try to get everything to work, and it just when I tried every which way. I tried for hours last night, and so eventually I was able to get Steam to stream this game through the MacBook so she could play. The problem, and this is what I had to submit a petition for, was if I also wanted to play, I'd be running two clients on the same machine, and you're not supposed to do that. So I had to ask, and so I have and Sean contacted me. And he gave the okay. And so he's saying that there's like a special note on my account, and that they'll be monitoring it, and then, you know, every so often they'll check in to make sure that like two people are actually present. So that's only when she's playing. All right, we're looking for the, what level are we? We're level 5. Okay, so we're in the second tier level or spells. All right, what did we get? We got low minor beast, Invisibility. See invisibility. Okay, Blazing Sun is next. Ray of Sun? Oh, Spark of Nature. What is this? Huh. I don't have that. That's new. I believe I have camouflage. The Hirsch, is that, did I say that right? What a crazy bunch of hoops you had to go through, dude. I'm glad you got the situation handled for your wife. Yeah, I mean, it was, again, I'm dealing with the Mac OS, and then I tried, like, the last thing I eventually tried was trying to run a virtual machine on my MacBook with Linux and trying to get Linux to run, and then I was just like, you know what, this is just going to be too much to do, and I don't think the MacBook can actually handle that. And so the game is going to run terribly. So eventually, yeah, I contacted the, I contacted what I thought was the customer service, and the lead developer answered. So, I mean, I thought that part was crazy. I was like, oh, okay, well. And to be fair, it was like late at night. I know it'd be melting down. I was like, I can't do this. I can't just run the virtual machine on this. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. It's gonna be too much to set up for it. I just want to play. I mean, like my actual main station can handle that. We probably won't be streaming when we're together, but it definitely can handle 2 clients running at the same time. Ray of Sun. Okay, this is Billy. So, like, what is the issue here then? Okay, well, that's the old one. Right, that's the old one, or is that? Okay, well, I mean, can we even? Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, okay, so that's what's confusing me. So, I mean, I already have it. I just want to make sure that it's there. There seems to be a delay. Alright, but Spark of Nature, we haven't tried Spark of Nature yet. It's a new one. Oh, so it's, okay. Alright, so that's for, like, level 1, okay. Alright. So we're gonna have to deal with Blast of Frost. Looks like I'm gonna be, well, I thought it did more damage. Maybe I'm mistaken, maybe it's just... I almost felt really bad last night. I was like, look, babe, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get you in. And I was like super excited because I saw like the Mac installer. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I can like do that, and then I would just have to run crossover, and I tried to run crossover, and it's just none of it's working. And I'm like, oh god. Hours. Took hours last night. I mean, it was on her birthday too, which was yesterday. But it's all resolved. The other thing we gotta try, we gotta get tools for this guy. We gotta get lumberjacking axe, pickaxe, and a sickle. The Phelan drill is I wonder if it's intentional, if it's like super intentional that you make more money out here, and that's the reason why, like, because I'm not really sure why it's like so difficult to make money in Night Harbor. I think it's just the amount of players combined with the drop rates. And here you have things dropping items, trash items that are worth nearly a silver. I mean, that's fine, but like I had to come back over here on my archer to make money so I can get the back quiver. And I got that last night, and I was like, ah, good. So yeah, I was on my archer, testing it out. There we go. The player says, Roxy says, you can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Alright. Alright, we'll top off on our rested bonus. That is, I believe, worth 16 or 15% extra XP. Although we don't really get an updated tooltip, and when we try to right click on it and hold, when you right click and hold, you get more information. In this game, it says nothing! Nothing's on there! So we just assume with sunshine and rainbows, as druids do. I think. I don't know what druids actually do. I'm not a druid player. Although I am playing a druid to expand my knowledge of the game. It's an alright class. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, like, think about it like this. Like, if I can stand it, if I don't like identify with the class at all, I never really want to play the class, and I'm able to play it and able to be still enjoy the game, then it's a good class design. It's not perfect, right? Like, none of it, like druid mains, I know you're probably not like happy with everything, and I just don't know enough about the druid, the motif, the class fantasy to say otherwise, but I can say that right now it is fun. All right. Cool. And hopefully I'll get to play some Archer gameplay today. Sorry, I always start the game kind of like scatterbrained. I'm like, I gotta get on, I gotta... It's a glass of frost, does that do anything? Okay, I mean... Alright, that's right, because we don't get another power spike. That's the issue I was kind of having with it. So, this minor frostbite, this happens over... This is, what, 2 damage, cold, over every 6 seconds, over a minute. So that's... Now, in my spare time, I tutor math to kids, so I think that's 20 damage over a minute. So it's extremely mana efficient to cast. And whoever gave me a follow, thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. Nope. Okay. We need line of sight. You know, I have to wonder, like, what is the ratio of damage that your auto attack does versus your spell casting? I wonder if it's like 50% of your damage, because I remember hearing that statistic before. I think it was like, because I remember I was talking with a friend, and this was back in like the 2000s, about EverQuest, and I was kind of discounting auto attack, and he was like, you shouldn't do that, it's like 50% of your damage. I was like, what? So I mean, it can be quite a bit. And if you think about it, like I'm consistently hitting this guy. Versus like trying to cast a spell every like 2 seconds. A couple seconds in this game can be a long time. Although devs do plan to extend the time to kill, I'm perfectly fine with that. They want to make dots a bit more impactful. I would say maybe make the dots feel a bit more impactful. Do a little bit more damage. I mean, I see the number like 2, right? And that's like, okay, that's not really a big deal, but like over a minute, it's like 20 damage. And if you're hitting for like 16 damage, right? Like, I don't know, like feels like it could be better, but again, like I'm in between the level 4 and level 8 spells. So things are probably going to be a bit difficult until I get that power spike. And what I'm surprised about with the Druid is that I don't get Cure Disease like I do with the Shaman. I thought that would be something that they both share. Gotta get a better weapon. Low quality pelt. We can make some money selling that to other players. If you guys don't know how to do tanning, I will teach you. Someone was kind enough to teach me because I didn't really know how to use it. There isn't really, and I tried to look it up, and there's like not a whole lot of documentation on it. I mean, it feels good. It feels like it feels smooth. I mean, that is the best way I can describe it. Okay, so the Drakelings are even to us. They are a white con. Let's see if we can take them on. Looks like they don't have animation on there just quite yet. We'll go ahead and kite this guy, because I don't think I'm geared enough to take on even level mobs. That black wolf is probably gonna aggro onto me. We'll go ahead and snare this guy once more. Oh, am I in winter? No wonder. I'm like, why am I not recovering my mana? I think I was testing out the damage potential with the druid. Last time I was on. See if I can stand up to him. Let's see, we got lesser heal. Looks like we... bet we can... We'll go ahead and shift into... spring. I think spring's a good... Alright. Here we go. Let's take a look at our spell book again. See what our innate abilities are. Skills. Touch of nature. Ah, touch of nature was the hot. Okay. Oh, and I have gate. I don't know why I don't use gate. Oh, I don't have enough mana for that. Okay, well, that's probably why. I hope they work on the telemetry. I think that's what it's called. I mean, there is sort of like a charm to the clunkiness of the elevator going up and down. Do I have any wolf's blood? Okay, I don't. That's okay, because we are going to be shifting. Check our companions here, see if anybody needs help. Oh, you know what? I think they're all druids, so I don't think they need woodskin. What about this guy? Maybe. Every time I see a shaman player or a druid player, they always help me out. and they buff me without asking, so I kind of return the favor. I like to return the favor to people. Here we go, we are in spring. Your damage spells do 5% more effective than your... What the... I thought it was 10%. What'd they do? Did they nerf us? What's going on here? That used to be 10%. Your spells are 5% more effective. Your damage spells are 5% more effective. Mana regen is fine. What the... Something's goofy. I'm not sure I like these changes. I'm not even a druid main. There's our dwarf friend. Here we go. Woodskin for the dwarf. Look how fast that mana regen is. My god. Alright. I'm gonna take another green drakeling. Okay, so we did apply it properly. Seems like the druid can take a hit. Go ahead and apply our hot. See how that works out. We'll avoid the wolf, because I think that's hostile to us. Let's apply another hot. We can apply another hot. Yeah, pretty robust. I mean, you can just heal through the damage. You don't really care about dodging or parrying. Oh god, I was playing this last night on my archer, and or maybe it was the druid earlier, but like it got really dark, and I have it streaming to my MacBook through Steam. And I couldn't see where the drakelings were when I killed them. And I had the gamma all the way up. I'm like, I can't see it with the when they're on the screen grass. I don't know, should I have engaged? I mean, it's kind of too late now, right? We're past the point of no return. wish I knew like 20 points of damage compared to the relative HP of like the mobs. Where are we? Okay, we're halfway to 6. I was hoping it was 7. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be one more level until we get our Speed of the Wild. I can't wait till. I mean, the Shaman class is what I'm more interested in out of like the healers. It's always a class that I've been kind of interested in, but like too afraid to play. Because it always struck me as a really robust class that you can like solo with, but apparently it's the Druid that you're actually like the king of like soloing, or has a very strong soloing profile. And mind you, this is a game geared towards like grouping and social interactions, and typically the reason why I'm like doing this is showing like, hey, yeah, you can. There is solo content out there. I'm not opposed to being in groups. I definitely would like to be in a group at some point. But you can do it, even if you can play this game even though you might not have time to find a group, or a group might not be available. Because that does happen. And plus it's difficult. It's a challenge for me. I like it. A bit isolating sometimes, but alright, do we have... Okay, we do. We'll go and put Touch of Nature on. Alright, we'll snare this guy and then we'll run. Alright, we'll put our Touch of Nature. There we go. Yeah, so they need to add a... I know they changed it recently. They need to add some type of a visual cue that this applied properly. I mean, I will say there is something about Druid that makes me come back and play it, and I think it's just... It feels kind of... You never feel like super like... The fights never feel unfair, is how I'm going to describe it. Like, it always feels like you're able to, I guess, get by the skin of your teeth. Like right now, like I'm pretty... Like if I was on a fighter or an archer, I mean, this would be pretty bad. I'd be scrambling for a med kit or something. I'd try to make advantages. See if I can get Touch of Nature back. There we go. Okay, cool. Someone just die. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and give our dwarf friend Woodskin. Oh, that's a goblin. I didn't even see the goblin there. I'll go ahead. He's a necromancer. We'll go ahead and give him some Woodskin. It's kind of nice to see that we don't have to worry about a alignment system. If this were EverQuest, I mean, this goblin would be dead by the Wood Elves, but... Oh, I like that book. That's secondary. That's dope. We got a corpse runner. We'll go ahead and give them... I'm also very surprised that we can carry a buckler. Now, I made some recent chat changes. I went all the way up to, because I was getting like a lot of solicitation from people, and I was getting a lot of AI advertisements. And so what I did was I made it a requirement for have email, phone, and then you had to follow for like 10 minutes. And I slowly whittled that down to see like at which point would I start receiving those messages again. And so right now, in order to talk in the chat, you just have to have your verified email. So I've gone all the way down, so I might go back up to also having your phone number verified by Twitch. Apologies in advance if that's annoying. Or if you don't want to do that. I get it. I'm also, you know, man, this is also a hobby that I enjoy, and I kind of just want to, like, talk to people, talk about the game, and I don't want advertisements in the chat. Not a lot to ask for. So I'll probably do that next stream. I'm not going to fiddle with it right now. Alright, we got a green jar killing. We're going to go ahead and snare that. We're going to dot it, because that is the most mana efficient damage. And we'll try to kite, because I don't want to be spending most of my mana on damage. But I think the nerf to Druid, at least from the season change, is unnecessary. At least at this level. I don't know, maybe like higher levels, guys, you're experiencing something different, so you're gonna have to tell me. I'm not a Druid main. Oh. There we go. Oh. I got hit pretty hard. Let me take a look at... There we go. Get a hot going. We'll go ahead and reapply our buff, or debuff. Alright, we'll go ahead and reapply our dot. Try to finish this guy off. Alright, not bad. Yeah, something about the Druid, it feels like smooth to play, and that's the best way I can describe it. I'm sorry if I repeat myself about it. It does feel good in a certain sense. I do have to... I think what we really need to focus on right now, because I'm just kind of doing my own thing. I was hunting drakelings, but we don't have to do that. We can just use minor frostbite, and we can just let auto attack do our majority of our work. Deja vu. I don't know why I keep using frostbite. What was that? Is that one of the cats? Well, sometimes things go bump in the night here. Or in the afternoon. A bit of high strangeness. Okay. Oh, I think it's shaman. That's what I was confusing. I was confusing the druid with the shaman, because the shaman kind of has that same, like, ice blast or whatever it was. I was like, doesn't this do more damage? It's like, oh, it's on the shaman, actually, okay. But yikes, I mean, that seems to be at 10%, now it's at 5, like, oh. I mean, it was fine at 10%, I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, the main benefit isn't really the damage, it's the mana regen, because it just keeps you going, and you have little downtime. Yeah, I guess what I like about it is that you can cast in melee range. And the cast goes off fast enough, at least most of the time, where you're not interrupted. I do like that. Alright, let's do Frostbite. And then we start doing Blast of Frost. Go. Oh, this is a Drigling, and I'm just like not paying attention. We'll go ahead and cast Touch of Nature on ourselves and make a break for it. Recast there. I don't know if that went off, but hopefully it did. Do minor heal on us, dude. Oh, what the heck, did I cast that on myself? I didn't know you can do that. No, there's friendly fire in this game. Reapply Frostbite. There we go. Oh, before I forget, let me go ahead and take care of this Drakeling. It gets really dark in this game. I don't think you guys can see the screen. I can see the screen just fine, but I remember, you know, since I was playing last night, I typically play at the recommended gamma settings, which is like 50. So there we go. And even on my screen, when it's at 100%, like it still looks like it still looks fairly good. Typically, you kind of have some blowout there, but not with really this. So we need to work on our trade skills, or at least get the equipment to work on our trade skills. We have 2 silver on us, so that should be sufficient for a couple tools. Also started this channel for public speaking, so bear with me. Trying to get over the fear of speaking to people, speaking to a crowd, when I have them, that is. Or even to like the VOD audience, which I'm surprised about how many views I actually get. How long they stay for it is another matter. Got to figure out some dialogue to actually work on. I mean, I could work on my philosophical conjectures. Talk about Thomas Hobbes, Leviathan, the mind-body problem. And we're joined by my lovely wife. She is in the Twitch channel. Hi, babe. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope work's going well. Just had another date. Deja vu. What the heck? Alright, let's work on some retail arbitrage. Now, if you're not new, or if you're new to this game, or you don't know how the economy works, typically there's a couple different markets. There's the main player market, which is player to player. There's no auction house or anything. You have to actually talk to people. You actually have to interact with people if you want something specific. And then you have these shady merchants. And typically, like in the old other MMOs out there, you can sell pretty much anything to him and he'll buy it. It's going to be half off though. And so you do have that option, and some people don't like that, and I really don't understand why. And I get their position where it's like, well, no, I don't want to take that 50% hit. I want to sell to any merchant and have full price. And that's like, okay, well, that's not how the game is played. Like, it's a trade-off. Like, the butcher is not going to buy your armor set, right? The armorer is going to buy your armor set. And I like that. I really do like that. Alright, so... And since these are 50% off, or usually half off, we can buy these and then transport them to the correct vendor. And make a profit. I will take these. They just like, okay. I mean, oh, okay. Well, we'll take them anyways. Interesting. Raw bear meat. Raw orc meat. I will buy all of those because I can turn that. Oh, come on. I can't buy that. Sometimes you have phantom listings on here for some reason. Okay, well. That's just the way it is. Anyways, so now we bought from the shady vendor. We can go to the corresponding merchants and resell it for a profit. But before we do that, we're gonna buy a tailoring kit, and we're gonna try to boost those numbers a little bit. I don't know if I previously bought it. I buy so many tailoring kits on so many different characters, I'm not really sure. Everything I have on each individual character. I have a lot of different characters. Typically, I'm playing on the ones that I stream. Hold on, this guy. The only thing that the shady vendors actually make a profit on is like the wolf's blood, and I don't know why that is, but I think it's the only one that actually accepts it. Oh no, I missed it. It's all right. I actually could have sold it up there because there's a grocer who's also like a shady merchant. It is what it is. So now we're getting to a level where I think like gear starts to really matter. And that's like level 6. So we're gonna have to get a better weapon than a tarnished weapon. Copper would be the best thing for us if we can get bronze. If we have enough money, we're not going to have it right now. So that's why we're going to work on our trade skills a little bit. Get the tool set, a sickle, a lumberjack axe, and a pickaxe. Now, moment to moment, this game is really chill. It's not exciting, but it's very immersive. And those are the games I like. I also like the submarine simulators. I know there's like a U-boat game. I think it's just called U-boat. It's on Steam. That's also really enjoyable. I mean, even just like the sailing, and then trying to do the calculations for like the torpedoes is actually pretty fun. Okay, we don't have weapons on us. We will go to the cook first and offload some of our stuff so we can make room for some crafting items. We're also going to need to get into alchemy. But I don't know if that's going to happen right now, so we're going to go ahead and sell that. Sell that. We'll save the bone chips. Because here in Phalendrel, if you turn the bone chips in to a quest vendor, it's a repeatable quest. They'll give you XP, faction, and like a cloth item as a reward. We could sell the Drakewing stuff. Now, do we have a poison gland? There is no poison gland sold. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. Spider leg. Okay. And again, if you're like new to this channel or you're new to this game, I'm gonna show you some hidden tidbits here. So typically there's a recipe list, but it doesn't show all the recipes. There's like hidden menu. So this raw bat meat, put one in there, and then I just hit craft. It'll cook it. And the reason why we want to do that is we go back to the cook. And so instead of 3 copper per piece, now we have 6 copper per piece. We just doubled our money potential. Alright, what else am I looking for? Okay, so I see we have an orc ear on us for some reason. The tailor is gonna be... I think it's gonna be in the upper tier. Phalendrel is a bit hard to like get used to. It's a little bit of a maze. And once you get used to it, I mean, it's like any other city. I like it a little bit better than Night Harbor. I mean, Night Harbor is very nostalgic for me. But this is definitely, the quality of life here is a little bit better. As far as like for questing for stuff. Okay, that's not the guy I need to see. I need to see the actual tailor who is up here. Alright, tailor. Hello. Hello, good sir. I will buy a tailoring kit from you. Thank you very much. I'll go over here. I'll craft that. Clear that. Clear that. Alright. So here's another one. So remember that I... Oops. Bought these, right? Where I got looted that one and then bought all these. So I'm gonna take the tattered cloth, gonna put that right there. Gonna take a cloth scrap and I'm gonna put that in there and then hit craft. Now I made patch cloth boots. Now typically the tattered ones sell for like 20. I think the patch cloth sells for like around 40. Depending on your commerce stat. Okie dokie. Alright, we need, where is our, it's not there. There we go. Some pantaloons. Oh, maybe it requires 2. Sometimes it requires 2. It doesn't really tell you. We got some patched pantaloons, so it is 2. And then our tattered belt. There we go. Taylor's not going to buy anything from us. Now there is the Seam Ripper, which is another tool that I do need to get so I can break stuff down, whether it be leather or cloth. Typically I want to have as much loot on me as possible and not break things down, but if I have to, then I can, especially if I'm out far away from any sort of like civilization, which does tend to happen in the later levels. There you go. Okay, alright, so let's see. Alright, 26, 35. Okay, yeah, like cloth is a little bit cheaper than leather. I think leather is around 40 because I was doing it last night. Okay. We have 400 copper on us. And now we need to go up one more level. We got to turn in a quest item to get some leather gear. I think it gives us tattered like leather gear, so we can fix that up too and then sell that. And before we head over there, we'll do some tanning. And if you're not familiar how tanning works, click on the tanning bucket, find your low quality wolf pelt, and it needs to be like a pelt. And then you can make your scraps. Of course I failed. That's okay. It happens sometimes. Alright, well, we have this guy right here. Did he give us anything useful? He did. Okay. Alright, so now I need... Let's go back to the leatherworking table. It's right here. Tailoring kits can also hold large items, by the way, so they're useful to have on you. Alright. Much like the patching up tattered cloth gear, you're going to do the same thing with leather gear. There you go. We double the value. Let's see, do I want a leatherworking? I mean, yes. I think that's okay to get for right now. Then we need to find the miner and lumberjack. We know where the herbalist is. Herbalist. Alright, I think this guy is going to take our... Yep, 43. It's usually like 20. Okay. Where is the... Like the miner is over here, and so is the lumberjack. No, there's a lift that goes over... Almost fell. I almost fell. I almost died. Alright, where is it? Yeah, it's like over here. Okay, I see it. See where the lift's at. Oh. could have made it. I just didn't. I just don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk dying. That would be silly if I just fall to my death on stream, which I've done before, multiple times. Elementalist is another class I really want to try out. I mean, I played around with it for like a couple levels. It's definitely an interesting class. Their pets are fairly flashy. I think the difference between their pets and the Beastmaster pets, the Beastmaster pets level up with you, and they get like a tiered system, much like the healers and for spells. Alright, which one of you has a lumberjack axe? Okay, I will take that, thank you. And then I need to... There's a mason, there's a farmer. There's no tinkerer in Phelan Drill. At least the one, I cannot find them. So if anybody knows where they're at, let me know, because I do have an archer. Archaeologist, that looks like fun. When they eventually add it. There they are. Give me pickaxe. Give me a pickaxe. I just need a pickaxe, pal. Thanks, pal. Train one. There, that should be fine. Make sure I get at least 1 point, and I think it just helps out just a little bit. There we go. Alright, now we gotta go to the herbalist. Get our sickle. Although, you know, we can hold off on it. I think the mining and the lumberjack are kind of more important. Mainly I need the pickaxe for getting these smithing stones. Come on. Smithing stones, it's not Dark Souls, the brittle sharpening stones. Look at our buff, we'll rebuff. Wait, we won't rebuff on the platform, we don't want to do that. We can table that for now. Alright. We'll head on over to the bank. I can sell these to the players, but I really want to. I kind of want to. But that won't be on stream. I want to try out the consignment stuff. But I kind of like going out adventuring. Alrighty. Go. Let's see. We'll do that. Tailoring kit right there. Tailoring kit can fit large items. Nope, not that item. Not that large. What this? Nope. Ah, so can. Okay. Oh, I do have a leather kit. Okay. Wool. Satchel. Okay. us, just in case. Let's organize our inventory here. We'll put our tools. I like putting my tools right up here. You can easily switch them out. Now, other times, like people do have a problem with this manual switching. The reason why they have that is to make botting more difficult. So it's not just there to be obtuse for just being obtuse sake. But buy our rations and water. Water flask. I'll buy 10 water flasks and I'll buy 10 rations. Oh, maybe 6. I'll buy 6 rations. There we go. Go ahead and give that guy some wood skin. Then we're gonna wait for our rested buff. So there's a campfire downstairs. There's a campfire downstairs. Okay, good. Oh, he said thank you. Let's go ahead and see if I can tell. So is it slash tell? Or can I just click on his name? Oh, okay, I can just click on his name. No problem.
What?
It's nice of him. Oh, and we lost our speed of the wild, which is unfortunate. But we will get that at level 8. I'm not sure what's going on in out of character chat right now, but that sounds kind of weird. Okay. Oh. Something about a big bad wolf. And some cloth pants. I don't know what to make of that. Just nonsense. Now, even though we don't have our Speed of the Wild bonus anymore, we do have a snare, so we can keep out of trouble if we really need to. Exactly what we'll do. So we will go ahead and how far are we away from the leveling? Okay, we're rather close. So I'll level with this. We'll get to level 6. And then we'll switch over to the archer. I think, unless I'm having like too much of a good time on my druid. I mean, yeah, druids are quite fun. Probably won't be my main. But since we're in an actual beta test and a closed beta test, you know, I want to do my due diligence and actually test the class. Partly why I have this going over to YouTube and recording and just having an archive in case I see anything different. I can clip it and show the devs. And green Drakeling, our nemesis. Our favorite nemesis. We'll go ahead and open up with a snare. Frostbite. Again, there's no visual confirmation that it's applied. I just kind of have to trust that it is. Ooh. I want to try using most of my mana for damage and snaring instead of healing. Got an orc scout over here, so we're going to try to avoid that. Reapply Frostbite. Blast of Frost. Blast of Frost. Try to tire him out as much as we can before we have to go into melee. Oh, you know what we need to do? We also need to look for logging sites or logs. Logging sites? Is that a proper way to describe it? And that dude smacked me around, look at that. Gross. Oh, what am I doing? I'm applying Frostbite. I mean, luckily our mana is not too bad. Go ahead and apply the hot. That is mana efficient. Something I have to get used to is that sort of strategy. Now, typically, the only other healer class that I ever had experience on, and I didn't get very far, I will admit that, is the cleric. But I also treated the cleric kind of like the paladin, right? I would go, at least in EverQuest, I would go on these quote-unquote crusades to the undead zones, and I would level up that way because it was the fastest way to level. And I always thought that was like a neat thing. So I can't wait for the cleric revamp. I can't wait for the paladin revamp. Shadow Knight revamp, I'm still kind of wary about. I have to look into that. I mean, they are updating the classes based off of feedback. Fairly rapidly. I just the worry that I have is I'm worried that they're taking too much time with these classes. Well, maybe not. I don't know. You know what? I know nothing about game development. Right, but I was like an IT manager, so I can kind of like understand what schedules are like and how humans behave. But as far as like behind the scenes of game development, yeah, man, I'm completely lost. So I mean, the only thing I guess there's some similarities, right? Like there's like certain like workflows. Hey, like this certain project is gonna take this amount of time, this estimated amount of time. Are we sure we're gonna be able to get this done on time? And so like when I look at niche world gaming, I look at it like a project manager's perspective or just like a management perspective. And I kind of think that they are a bit optimistic about their time frame. I mean, it's I believe them. I believe that's an earnest optimize. I mean, it's an estimate, so these things can change. And yes, the October deadline or the October open beta is what I'm talking about. Rivolex, I think I need to wait until tomorrow to see if I can get a key. What you mean, pal? Did you sign up for the beta? The closed beta? Because the closed beta is a raffle. Right, and so if they're sending out keys tomorrow, then maybe. By the way, welcome. Oh, okay, so he's a druid. If I heal him, I mean, he's doing pretty well. I mean, he's doing okay. Damn, he's okay. So I mean, he's at a higher level than him. So I mean,
what?
Sorry, sometimes I just don't pay attention to chat. I have the game installed, but I heard I can only get a beta key if I grab a key. I think they give away 1,000. So you have to enter. You have to opt in to it, and then you kind of have to wait. I wasn't sure that I was ever gonna get in, and I got in like a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, you might, but I mean, I really. Do you have any other friends that play? Because they have an extra beta key. If you get invited to the beta, you automatically get an extra beta key. So I'd probably look around for other beta keys that people might have, just in case. But my extra beta key went to my wife, so she wasn't gonna get it. Like we had to go through like an entire. I spent like half the night trying to get this game installed on my MacBook, and it just wasn't working. And so I petitioned the the customer service with the GM, and I had actual Sean, the lead developer, reply to me. I think his character's name is Azel. So Azel was talking to me, and I had to get like express approval from him that I can do it. So they put a note on my account that I can have, because at the end of the day, like I have to have like 2 clients on the same machine, and you're not allowed to really do that because that's considered boxing. But I have permission to do so as long as my wife is playing the other account. So I have to stream one client through Steam onto the MacBook, and I have to have one client open up at the desktop. But having the lead developer saying like, "Oh yeah, you can do that," but he made it very clear in no uncertain terms that they will be monitoring my account in case I decide to bot or box. So I don't want to ruin that. I mean, I do like how approachable the development team is. Now hands-on. I mean, it definitely gives like a. God, who was saying? I think it was Q that was saying it last night. It gives a garage feel. Scrappy team in a garage basement working on the game. So I think tonight I'm going to try to get my wife onto the game and start teaching her about the game. I should probably go over a few basics. She's never played an EverQuest game or anything like a classic MMO before. The most she does is play Helldivers with me. Helldivers is a great game, but you know, sometimes it just gets repetitive and you need to do something different, right? Just talking about finding a wood pile, and we found a wood pile. I call them logging sites for some reason. And we're gonna give our goblin friend over there some wood skin. It's our duty as a druid to, anytime we see another person, we just buff them. Have you ever played the Revelix? Have you ever played Revel? Was it Revelvix? Revelvix? Have you ever played the open beta?
Oh.
Oh, I'm attacking him with my lumberjacking axe. I shouldn't be doing that. Luckily, we can change weapons mid-battle. What I will say, the difference is between at least the closed beta and the open playtest is that people are a lot more helpful on the closed beta as far as like giving out buffs. So I like to pay it forward. You know, every time like I'm on my fighter or archer and I get randomly buffed, you know, there's not much I can do for them. But when I am playing on my druid or shaman, I try to pay it back some way. Nice, another wolf pelt. Ooh, nice. At night, these mushroom people turn hostile. Want to be careful of that. The other good thing about Phalendrel or Evershade is that the copper nodes are much more numerous. It seems like in Night Harbor there's very few spots where they spawn. And there's a lot of people there, so you never really see them. But out here, I mean, this is where if you actually wanna grind your trade skills, you're gonna come up north to Phalendrel. And it's not that hard to get. It's just like one boat right away, and then one zone. You do have to be somewhat careful of getting here, but it's not that difficult. Moment to moment, it's not like the most exciting gameplay, but man, like we have the background music and you're just you're doing your thing, you're working on your trade skills, you're just kind of vibing, man. And that's what I really, I mean, there's some magic here to this game. It's something that like we lost in MMOs, right? Because most MMOs were like looking at maps, or we were kind of playing a single player game, but with just like with other people around us. This, you're not. You're always kind of like doing something. So even if like since I travel back and forth from Night Harbor to Phalendrel on my archer, I have to ask for people to soul bind me, and binding is basically, hey, if I die in this certain area, I'm going to respawn in near my corpse if I'm in Phalendrel. So when I die in Phalendrel, I'll spawn in there. I'll spawn there. So if I were to die in Night Harbor, I would spawn all the way back into Evershade Phalendrel. And it's a 15 to 25 minute ride, getting on the boat and waiting for it, and traveling back down there to just go run back to your corpse. You don't want to do that. You always want, if you're going to go to a new location, you got to bind there. And in a lot of classes, they don't have soulbind. Druid and Shaman do. I think also Cleric. So in order to get a bind, you can't just go to an NPC and set your spawn location. You gotta talk to another player. And then typically how I ask, I'm like, hey, can I trouble anyone for a bind? And they'll say sure, and they'll invite me, and they'll come over, they'll bind me, and I'll say, hey, you know, do you mind if I tip you some copper? They'll either say, nah, that's all right, or yeah, sure. So you reward people for their effort. I don't know what TP is. TP? Let's ask. Let's engage with the community here. Out of character. That means teleport. TP means teleport. Alright, what is Selena? Selena is... that's a nice name for a human. What is she? Take a look at her. And right click and inspect. Okay, let's see. Cloth, tunic. Oh, that's really cool. I wonder why she has white hair now. The measure stick. Cat's eye. I mean... yeah, I mean, okay, so I mean, this is a cloth wearing class, I think. She's got some really good items on. Let's see, what about this guy? I'm gonna go ahead and... what is she? I don't know what she is. Go ahead. This guy I typically see, he's with his horse Charlie. Who is this gentleman? Turbore? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Ooh, what'd she give me? She got me insight. Oh, is she a wizard? What is she? Let's go ahead and thank her. Or him. I mean, you know, you could be... some guys like playing with female avatars. I mean, you know, I don't judge. If that's you, that's you. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, and I'll go ahead and give her... go ahead and... I don't have anything that would boost her mana regen, unfortunately. I wish I could do that. I think Shaman gets that. someone else give me a follow? Oh, that's nice. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I don't have notifications on here, so I'm not gonna see it. But I appreciate it. You know, this is a hobby of mine. Primarily doing it for public speaking purposes, because I am changing my vocation into philosophy now, and I've said that many times and over my stream, so I apologize if I sound like a broken record, but I do kind of have to talk into the void, and when the channel goes a bit more lively is when people are talking to me, but I don't mind talking into the void with lurkers. That's perfectly fine. Some people have this on at work. It does seem like I do have a regular crowd that watches the VODs, so thank you very much. Alright, let's go ahead and give this person some wood skin. We'll go ahead and give the dwarf wood skin. This person's name is Mixtape. I'm sorry, I found that funny because that game, there's a game out now called Mixtape, and it is getting shat on. And to be fair, there are people out there who have taken videos of them just holding the controller and letting the game play itself, and that's exactly what it does. There's like doesn't seem to be a lost state. But yeah, it seems like it's somebody released vaporware as more of like an art project than an actual game. And I kind of feel bad about people who spend their money on that. And the storyline, I mean, people are just tearing the storyline apart. But I'm not going to get into that. I don't need to get into that. We are playing Monsters and Memories, where we are taking it slow and having a relaxed gaming session, as we usually do. Oh, other thing. There we go. Did I blow myself up, or did I blow the Drakeling up? Snare the guy. Let's gain some distance. Ooh, somebody. Seems like I got a buff somewhere. Yeah, I like how like random people were all sitting on the campfire and we're all just buffing each other. I mean, it's kind of nice. Am I doing better? Am I? Oh, it's probably the Holy Fortitude, I'd imagine. I mean, it's something, right? Something's going on. I'm just overperforming right now. Because we do need to invest in some more equipment. Oh nice, another wolf pelt. Those are definitely going to be useful. I can take those back down to Night Harbor because people are paying quite a bit for them. And I mean, like the leather scraps, you gotta turn them into leather scraps. Or what are we doing? How are we? Ooh, we are almost leveled. I mean, it's not... I know I do this for the stream, and I know I'm doing this for really a better cause, because this is not... Again, sorry if I sound like a broken record, but like this is not my favorite type of class. It typically isn't. It is... It's good enough to where someone from the outside who doesn't like this class, who doesn't like to play this type of archetype, who doesn't appeal to them, can sit here and tell you, like, you know, hey, it is actually kind of fun. And I actually don't mind it. I don't mind that I'm playing the game because it just kind of... Or playing the game on this character because, I mean, I'm still playing the game, right? It's, the character class is enjoyable enough to where it's not like an impediment to me having like OCD about what class I play with typically, because I typically need to wear metal in fantasy genres. Typically, not always. I am playing a rogue in D&D. So take that for what you will. I do want to play the rogue though in Monsters and Memories again. The classes I really want to focus on are the ones that have been recently updated, because I've done, since I've been streaming since last year, which has only been about like 10 months, so less than a year. A little less than a year, right? We've got 2 more months to go. I've been playing the classes as they are. I mean, they update it every so often, but not to the degree that I'm seeing right now with the Druid, the Wizard, Spellblade, and Archer. The Archers I've had the most fun on. Druid is a close second, surprisingly. Spellblade, I mean, I do like the Spellblade, but I'm like at level 4. I haven't really had time to sink my teeth into it. Wizard I tried, and I just didn't like it, so I will go back to that eventually. I almost deleted the character because of it, but I am going to go back and try it again at some point, but not after. I want to get the Druid up to snuff. I want to get him to like level 8 at the very least. At least be consistent with it, because I know there's people out there who like to see the Druid, who are really into Druids, and they tune into me playing it just to watch me play a Druid. And I'm sorry to disappoint them, because I am not a Druid player. Sorry, I wish I was playing better, guys. I would if I could. We're gonna get as much trade skill items as we can. Ooh, another green drakeling. We can go ahead and cast snare. Minor frostbite on the guy. Mana efficient damage. And then try to go ham. Try to avoid taking damage as much as possible. Go ahead and slice him this one time. I am also level 7 on my Archer, which is nice, because at level 8 I think I actually do get like a proper interrupt, and not just the... Oh, I'm getting interrupted by this guy. Part of the reason why I stopped playing Archer is because I got to a point where I started trying to fool around with traps, and I realized it's behind a time gate, sort of. Like, I have to be really good at blacksmithing. Well, somewhat decent at blacksmithing to create the traps that I want to create, which is the immobilized trap. And then the arrows, I wasn't really sure how to make. I did find the rope for the net arrow eventually. go ahead and we'll cast Lessers. Ooh, Rabid Wolf. We don't want to mess with that. We don't get Cure Disease, unfortunately. And every time I'm on my Druid, I was like, oh, I want to play on my Shaman. I play on my Shaman. I'm like, man, I wish I was playing my Druid. It's like, it's the mana. It's the mana. I know that like at later levels it starts to even out between the Druid and the Shaman as far as mana regen goes. But right now, my Shaman is like really mana intensive. And again, he hasn't been touched or revamped yet, so I blew myself up. Again, Druid mains, if you have any tips and tricks, let me know. What am I missing in this class? It's not a bad class. I will say that, coming from someone out from the outside, as far as like they're like not really into it. Because if I think about like the typical fantasy trope, like I don't know where to place Druid. It just like I kind of draw a blank. Oh, there's another shady vendor out here. A shifty elf. Hey there, brother. What you got for me? Raw orc meat. I'll buy that. So they're 3 copper. If I cook them, they turn into 12 copper. Very cool. Got some rusty short swords, rusty scimitars. We don't need that. We do need something else. Oh, okay. Tatter Rawhide. Okay. So we see 25, 25, 28. Can I buy that? Can I buy that? I cannot buy that. Can I buy that? I cannot buy that. Okay, that's a tattered cloth shirt. That's just a cloth shirt. I bet I can, or tunic. Okay, so we can buy the tunic. Can't buy the tunic. So there's like phantom listings, which is a bit annoying. I'm sure they will fix that. Do I have any wolf blood on me? Okay. That's the one thing I can sell to these guys with some confidence that I'm actually making money off of them. And again, these vendors exist in this game as far as the economy goes. Is like, hey, if you want to sell all your stuff to one vendor, you can. You have that option. You're not going to get the best price out of it, but you have that like modern convenience of like modern MMOs, is just being able to sell all your trash gear to like a single vendor, which is right here. There are people out there that do not like that. I had to respond to someone on YouTube last night about it, and I think it's a personal issue. I don't think it's a game flaw that they have this set up the way they do. I mean, other games exist with that same design philosophy, where it's player inconvenience facilitates secondary markets. So a good example is the consignment issue within this game, right? Let's say I don't want to stand around and sell things. I can have a consignment bag, put stuff I want in to sell, and then like sell and like hand it over to a custom agent or however it works, right? And then somebody else will sell it for me, and they'll make a small percentage off the profit. In EVE Online, right, you have contracts where you have, and EVE Online is a game that's been going on for as long as EverQuest. I think like 2003 it launched. So It was definitely in the golden age of MMOs right before WoW came out. In that game, yeah, you have contracts you can do. Not all the markets are universal. You can't sell to any NPCs. Everything is player driven, and you have buy and sell orders. Now, if you go to like the main trading hub in EVE Online, which is Jita, you can fulfill the buy orders. But the problem with that is that typically it's going to be at a heavy discount, and people don't know how the economy works, which there's a lot of people. They will get taken advantage of. And that's what we kind of have here. We kind of have a buy order right here for people, and they sell their stuff, and then I can rebuy that item and flip it to the appropriate vendor, right? So it also gives like kind of an immersion value, right? Like the blacksmith is not going to want to buy your fresh meat, right? They're not going to want to buy the rat meat that you just cooked up. And so people's like complaint here about this shady vendor system is that they want to be able to sell all their items without having it be half price. I'm like, well, that's not how this game works, and that's not. I don't think it's a valid reason, unfortunately. So if you're one of those guys, hey, look, I'm sorry, I just agreed to disagree about that. I think it's perfectly fine that we have that. I was using it for hours last night, earning money, enjoying it, like, because there are people out there that do play the game, play MMOs for the economy, and I'm one of them. Oh, I gotta say thank you. Thank everybody around me, and then I'll head on out. Woo! Speed of the Wild, Berserker's Rage, Minor Strength. Dang, what's my strength at now? Oh, 21? I have a base strength of 14. I didn't really like. So I made a wizard first. I tried the wizard out. I didn't like it, so I made it like this character, like a throwaway character. I'm probably gonna remake this character. So I'm not gonna get too attached with this guy. And then remake another wood elf druid. Because I mean the name is randomized. The stats are kind of like, I was playing around with it. I don't really like the stat distribution on it, although I'm not like gimped or anything. I typically always go with like an even spread. So I tried like a full like wisdom build. I'm not really noticing a huge difference in damage output, I would say. Oh, you know what? We have a tailoring kit. We have a leatherworking kit. I'm sorry. Let's try to put things in the prop. Can I put it in a pouch? I cannot put it in a pouch. I can put it in a satchel though, and I can put these little drakeling wings into the pouch because items have sizes and your pouches can only hold a certain amount of items at the appropriate size. Hopefully that makes sense and I didn't give you a word salad. I gotta stop myself from doing that. Okay, the leatherworking kit, we can put the royal jelly over here, we can put the satchel over here. Now we got our leatherworking kit. Okay, cool. Alright, tattered rawhide. Show you how to make a patch rawhide. You just put that right there. Hit combine. Patch rawhide belt. There we go. Easy peasy. Hey, you know what? I can also upgrade my own that I'm wearing. There we go. Make sure I'm... Okay, I want to... Oh, okay, yeah, I can actually... Oh, that's a cloth. Okay, never mind. Never mind, we can actually sell that. And we'll buy some jewelry somewhere. I thought I bought a bunch of... Maybe I started wearing them. Okay, well... I'll have to go back to the Shady Merchant. I think he's over here. How close are we? We're fairly close. Come and get me. Time is it? It is. Okay. Not too bad. Do druids ever get cure disease, or is it more... That's just kind of like a shaman and cleric thing? Shows you how much I know about the healer classes. I know that certainly the cleric... I like the cleric. With cleric wears plate, and they're gonna revamp the cleric to like play into like a healer that can like take a hit, which I'm excited for. So yeah, you're wearing plate armor. You should be able to, you know, take a punch in the face and punch right back with your mace. There was one game that did it really well, and that was Warhammer Online. They had the Warrior Priest. That was a dope class to play. I enjoyed it. So you would heal yourself through damage. So the more damage you do, the more healing you did. I always thought that was a really good concept. So you can outlast your opponents as long as you were in melee with them. Oh wow, I'm getting interrupted. I do like my archer better though, because at the end of the day, I can just sit in one place and just auto attack things to death. And that's kind of nice when you're farming stuff. And the archer with speed on the wild on him. Oh my god. OP. I mean, the archer is surprisingly suited for soloing. I don't think we've ever seen a class, or an archer class, pure archer class in the MMO genre, so that is something different that they are doing. Let's take a look at my bit right here. And I'm kind of paranoid about my bitrate because my ISP sometimes messes up. Not really, I don't really trust it. I think it's really only when we have like big events down here. We had Coachella not too far from here, and so when I was trying to stream through Coachella, that's when it was giving me a lot of issues. So again, anyways. So it's kind of flexing about people and their issue with the economy, as I should pick that up. I mean, if you want convenience, then you're gonna have to use the shady merchant. If you want to make a profit, then you gotta go the appropriate vendors. That's the trade-off, man. There's nothing wrong with that. We are so close. We're so close. Oh man. We're gonna be at level 6. The closer we get to 8, the more excited I am to play Druid. I don't know who's this guy? This guy is... Oh, okay, this guy's another Druid. I really want that Speed of the Wild. And if Shaman were also revamped along with the Druid, I'd probably be playing Shaman, but the only option I got right now is Druid. You know what, I gotta thank this guy. I'm sorry, he doesn't need to buff me, I just came by to buff up on my rested bonus. And I'm pretty sure this is a 15% bonus XP. Works similar to Valheim. Oh! Call that guy Sparky. Oh man. The atmosphere in this game. Go ahead and buff this guy. As is tradition. Hey man, if you're a druid, you got a buff. Mandatory. At least on the closed beta, I don't know. You guys do you. Oh, nice, another wolf belt. I'm getting lucky on those drops. Did I see a skeleton running, or is that an actual player? I think that's an actual player. Oh, that's a rabid wolf. I don't want to tangle with that because I don't have a cure disease. Which is unfortunate. But I almost swore that like since like the druid was like a healer class, they would get like cure disease at some point. And maybe I'm wrong. We'll double check again with the higher level spells and see if that's a thing. To my knowledge, we don't. Ooh, is there anything in there? Nothing. Oh, copper. Gotta get that copper node. We don't particularly need copper, again, we just need the brimstone. So we can sharpen our weapon, that'll give us 2+ strength. Every little bit helps. Look at all these buffs. Good lord. I mean, I'm just going by the campfire and just sitting down. Typically, you would pay for this stuff if this was a request, and there was an economy for it. It doesn't seem that way in closed beta, though. I will say that again and again and again. All right, let's move this down a little bit. There we go. All right. Oh, I gotta remember to change out my tool set. Hitting the Dryad with a pickaxe. And if you ever handle the pickaxe, swinging that thing around with like one hand is quite the challenge. Those things are heavy. There's a lot of undead here. A lot of orcs. Oh, is this are these players? Is this a player? Ooh, okay. Let me see if I can cast Wood Skin on him. And then I'll hit cast of, or touch of nature. Oh, it seems like he's pretty beefy, I think. Oh wait, what? I can sense magic? Oh, so you can sense magic. Oh, I didn't even know that. You can, if you hit C, it'll tell me what he actually has. That's cool. I didn't know. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run. Please don't disease me, please don't disease me, please don't disease me. As I bravely run away. I'll let the guard deal with it. And then I'll buff the... Oh no, touch nature, I need that. What's good? There we go. being a hobbyist streamer, sometimes I look at my analytics just to see like who's viewing this, and surprisingly, and I talked about this on the stream before, like 11% of my audience is Pakistani. I don't know why that is, and shout out to Pakistan or any Pakistani viewer. Glad to have you. I also have Denmark. Glad to have you guys here. And Israel. Hopefully the Mossad doesn't like shoot me or something. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Dope. Got a weapon out of that. I haven't taken a look at the numbers from the. I know it like oscillates between like Pakistan, Denmark, and like Israel on like certain days, and I'm not sure why it's that way. But it's typically an average of 80% of US viewers, and then like the rest are like split up by those countries on different days. So if you're from one of those countries, please feel free to chat sometime. One of the playing EverQuest was a cultural phenomenon back in the day, and it was the first time people. It was like I think it peaked like at like 500,000 subscribers at one point. But it's like the first time we started really, at least us Americans, started really interacting with like an international crowd. And I've told this story before, but like the first like international guy like I've ever met. That was kind of like an organic thing, was a guy from Brazil, and learning about Carnival. That was super interesting, and it was super like unique, and like you know you're talking to like a guy from Brazil and he's talking about Carnival and he's talking about like his country, and it's like, oh wow, that's super. And then like nowadays it's just like, okay, yeah, whatever, we do that all the time. So I like to keep up that, you know, that type of interaction as much as possible, because it does remind me of the old days of the internet. We're talking to someone internationally was unique and new, novel. Poor guy, he was so close to the guard. And the only class that can res in this game is Cleric, and then they guess what? They get that at level 8. And that's one of the reasons why I want to play Cleric, is just for the res, so I can go around and like find other people. Alright, I got work calling me really quick. We're going to take a short break. 10-15 minute. I will be back. I will give you guys a nice view, or at least try to find a nice view, and let the atmosphere envelop you, I guess, if you like the atmosphere of this game. I mean, I really do. There we go. Am I good? I don't know, is that good? I think that's good. Alright, I will be back 10-15 minutes, and I'll see you guys back here. Hello and welcome back. Alright. Had to wrap some things up. Oh, you know what? I didn't notice that before. That's interesting. Let's see if we can get up there. I mean, I bet that's like an orc camp. Oh, what's going on over here? They die? Oh, no. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll just sit here and rest for a bit. We'll get our rested bonus back up. Oh. Let's go in. I think they changed the behavior of some mobs, because for some reason, like the wolves are not like aggroing onto me. Let's see if I go. Is that a druid thing? Is that the reason why these? Okay. I don't know why that wolf would consider me friendly. That sense magic ability is pretty cool. I like it. Ooh. Oh, there he is. Oh, let's go ahead and buff this guy. Do our public service, and he won't even know. We left so quickly, he just didn't even have time to turn around. Maybe he didn't see me, I don't know. Will this be the one? Will we level off this one? What do you think, guys? We'll find out. There is a bit of the unknown about this. Ooh, a rusty sword. I think I'm almost level 6 on my shaman as well. I hope they revamp that class soon. I'll have to keep an eye on the update channel on their Discord. So if you want to join the closed beta, you got to go to their website and sign up or opt in for their closed beta. Nice. that's right, I get a new skill cap unlocked. Alright. Does anybody know how to knock the rust off the shield? Ooh, am I full? Alright. Well, it's time to RTB. I mean, yeah, it's a. I'm sitting here talking about the old days, classic EverQuest, and playing this game, even on a class, on this Druid class that I didn't think I'd actually like really even like. Like I can have fun, and that's a really good sign for the devs. Like, hey, even though like this is definitely kind of out of my wheelhouse, and I'm not really like a fan of this, and I know I gotta keep repeating myself, and I apologize. But you got something good here, at least with the class design. Now, I don't know if everything is perfect. I don't think everything is. Of course, there's always room for improvement. I don't like the changes. This 5%, I think that was unneeded, personally. But hey, you know what? I could be wrong, and there could be something going on at the higher levels that I'm not aware of. That someone will have to inform me. But there is, since we did level, I don't think we're going to get to level 7 if we continue. Someone says woot. I haven't seen that in a while. God, man. Man, the early 2000s before WoW came out. What a time. I don't know how to knock off the rust, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. I know how to take care of these. I'm not really sure about the worn bow. Worn bow, I guess I can sell. These I can improve. Maybe we can have a refurbished bow at some point with carpentry or bow making. What's that, fletching, I think? Maybe it's under fletching. Let's see, where am I going? I am going to craft. We're gonna do some crafting. We can hand in a few items, that's for sure. Got some bone chips we can hand in. We'll do that in a minute. We'll take care of the. Oh, we kind of got to get rid of. Where's our? We gotta get rid of a few things. Okay, so that's our brittle stone. That's our copper ore. Brittle sharpening stone. I'm gonna only create 2. Why? Why only 2? Okay. All right. Oh, that's not the. That is not the place I want. Do that. Boop. And this is how we make. Oh no! I don't want that. This is how we make tarnished weapons. There we go. Tarnished. Patched. There we go. Then we'll go ahead and sell those 2 things to the appropriate vendors. As well as our patch rawhide belt. I know I bought more raw gear, but or raw is it raw? Rawhide? Rawhide. But it looks like I'm wearing it. Our weapons dealer, alright. That would have been 12, now it's 15. Not bad. Let's take a look at the cloth vendor. We got some spider stuff I can sell. What about the bag vendor? I can sell that. I'll take it. Keep the Drakeling hide just for now. In case we want to do the quest with this character. Which we might have to. We'll go ahead and practice our tailoring for a bit. Alright. Bat fur. Very cool. Alright, what else do we need? What else do we need to do, guys? We need to go to the shaman. What about the other pouch? I'll put that into. Oh man, I thought I was about to fall. I was like, oh. Not again. Although I haven't done it this stream, I have come very close though. Oh, yeah, this guy gives us. So we get faction reward, we get experience, and we get. Cloth items. So let's take a look at our tailoring kit. We can move all these over to. Move them out of the tailoring kit because we do need those. Alright. Make some patch gear so we can sell it. And I don't think you can fail on repairing items anymore or turning weapons into tarnished weapons. You don't get any real experience though for it, which is unfortunate, but hey, it's not. You can't fail that check, which is kind of nice. whatever they decide to do, I'm good with. Oh, okay. Taylor, get one more. We got that too. Give us 2 AC. Every little bit helps, especially in games like this. Okay, so we got a few things to sell to at least the cook. We are on the trader terrace anyway, so we will sell these items to the appropriate vendor. And then we will derp around on our archer, because I just got a back quiver, so I want to try that. Because I'm wondering if it... And I don't know how to check this, and like maybe somebody out there can tell me if the hip quiver and the back quiver also stack, because the hip quiver is 10% and the back quiver is 10% haste to your ranged attacks. So kind of a big deal. We'll sell it for right now. For just right now. I mean, we can always kill more drakes. Not a big deal, guys. I need the money. Did I sell to the weapons vendor? Do I remember doing that? I sure did. Alright, let's go. That... Yeah, it's gonna make a lot. I mean, we'll sell everything at the cook and then we'll hop on our archer. Because if I start refining stuff, I'm gonna have to do like inventory hero stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I just kind of want to shoot things in the face. Sure, that's relatable. That's not a cook. That's not the cook. That is the innkeeper. Bat wings. We'll sell those for now. Just for now, we're not gonna need them. And we'll keep the scales. Sell that. Alright. Now we'll deal with the raw. Oh, okay, I can do this. Alrighty. We got that. And we'll start getting the... So these are like 3 copper off the shady vendor, the sword meat, but if we cook them, there's the 12 copper. And that is why I like retail arbitrage. Please do not remove that, devs. Please do not. Which is 60 copper. Nope. Okay. Alright. Let me take a look at my boop 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 boop. Okay. Alright, we're gonna log out of here. We're gonna go on our archer and we're gonna shoot some things. Because, you know, sometimes I just don't get enough time to play the classes I want to play. Right? I'm gonna here showcasing the classes that I don't really want to play, and the reason why, you know, I gotta expand my knowledge of the game. Gotta become a better player. Alright. Let's see, what are we at with our shaman? Level 5? I think we're almost like level 6 with our shaman too. But we are, this is our highest level character, I think, out of every one of them. I think it is the archer. Let's see, is there a campfire still going on downstairs? Okay, there is. Alright, I think I did enough crafting on this character for the time being. Ooh. Oh, I made it. Okay. One of our citizens has ascended. I'm pretty sure this halfling was like white the day before. I wonder if it's like decaying. At 19 minutes. We'll top off and then we'll continue on. Probably not gonna be able to make the. We'll try to make the net shot this stream. I don't think we'll do it. We can probably try the next stream. Although I'll more than likely be on the druid again. I'm trying to level because I really want to have a character that has speed of the wild. One of the reasons why I love the archer, I mean, that's why I like this video. That's why I like the archer. The archer is really fun. Just like that. Easy. Nice, I parried. I mean, you're pretty quick with killing things. I'm just using stone arrows. Not using the fancy copper arrows just yet. It's always so nice that you can just instantly vaporize a mob. It feels so good. Oh yeah, so we're pretty close to level 8 on this character. I think level 8 I get an actual interrupt. Always kind of nice. I mean, these are green, so... I'm sorry, man, that just tickles me a little bit, just seeing just a mob explode when I look at him. I don't have to cast anything, I just hit Q. It's so much fun. Sorry. I am a simple man. Oh yeah, so the downside with this archer class, and this is kind of just unfortunate, but it is what it is. You can tend to run out of inventory space. Like I'm not gonna be able to have a backpack because I need that black quiver for the haste that it applies on me. And that's pretty much what the archer is about. It's about the gear progression, as much as it is on the fighter, the traditional fighter. Oh, okay. We gotta keep harvesting because we do need wood. We have rope, and we'll try to build that arrow if we can. Alright, we'll switch over to the mining pick because we do need copper, or more likely just brittlestone. And we do have a class quest that we need to complete over here. We have to kill old elven skeletons. Oh, the Tinkerer toolkit. I mean, okay, well, it is what it is. We'll do some more inventory hero later on. You probably want him off stream. What is this? Skeleton. This is an old elven skeleton. That is an old elven skeleton. Who's that? Is that another archer? Moonwalking? Alright, let's see if we can cast bleed on this guy. Let's see how we do with standing up to this guy. We can do point blank shot if you really want to. We're a bit more hardy than the druid, although to be fair, the druid has heals. I don't know if it's exactly a fair comparison. It looks like my AC is high enough to where the guy is missing or not doing as much damage as he should. Okay, let's see. Let's go with our tailoring kit. Okay, what about our leatherworking kit? Okay, everything seems to be full up. This sucks. I mean, to be fair, I got a lot of stuff on me. What inventory space do I have left? Well, pretty much it. That's a skeleton. That's an old elven skeleton. We'll go ahead and snare that guy. Hit 2. Nope. Nice. Actually, I missed that shot. Just player right there. Player corpse. Oh, I can do this. snare the guy too. Although my snare doesn't really last that long. I think the difference between the snare shot and the net shot's more about controlling the battlefield. I think if you can't or hit him with damage, it has a chance to break, so you don't want to. Has a chance to be removed by damage, yeah. So it's basically if you have an incoming, you can. This guy I'm not too concerned about, but the other guy, that should be fine. Oh, I'm taking some damage. It's alright. Where is he? Is he in the bushes? Oh, that was dumb. This dude. With the snare. You got some good hits on me. That's how you should be playing the archer. Ooh. Well, you got a good hit. I don't know why this guy's doing so much damage. We're joined back by my lovely wife. She's back in channel. Hope work's going well for her. And I will say that every time she pops in, it's always nice to have a spouse and partner. It supports her hobbies. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have... Okay. Well, I could have played that better. Freaking finally. Yes. I think I'm supposed to get... How many am I supposed to get? Let's, I'm gonna have to RTB, unfortunately, because I don't have no room to do anything. What do I got here? You get some more copper. That's really about it. Again, Evershade is great for harvesting resources because there's not that many people over here. And there's better quest rewards. And the mobs drop important money. And there are more mobs that drop money. Alright. Maybe we're almost level. If you were just tuning in, we were on the Druid for quite a while. I'm taking a break, we're playing the Archer. And I think I'll finish out the stream on the Archer. I just got the back quiver, which is 10% more haste, and I do have a hip quiver that also brings, or has 10% haste, so I'm wondering if these two things stack. Although I'm just not sure. I can use another... I do like the change with the bind wounds, that's very nice. Feels a lot better. And we're not going to be able to get a rested buff because it is raining. What is... Every time I look up, there's like a player. Like there's a failing drill citizen. Let's take a look at the Ascended. Just like it was back in the day. There's a certain clunkiness that is very charming about this game. Did I pick up any weapons? Oh, I want to go ahead and change that. There we go. I don't accidentally sell it. Okay, Rusty Scythe, we can... Let's head over to the cook. Sell a few things. We got the bat eye, bat wings. We'll deal with the raw bat meat in a minute. It's not that bad going to individual vendors and playing the economy. What the fuck is this? Oh, there's a fucking... Where the hell did you come from? Oh, man. Halfling issues. Alright, let's go ahead. Tinkering. We're gonna put the tinkering stuff in the bank because we don't really need it. We probably don't need the mortar and pestle either. Oh, thank God, I only need 4 of these. Okay, 3 more now. Jesus. I always seem to get a group of people at the very end of my stream, and I'm not sure why. Glad to have you here. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I need to have longer streams. Probably wake up earlier. Oh yes, okay. We're gonna go to the blacksmith and tailor area. And take a look at some of the hidden recipes, if you're not familiar with it. Maybe you are. Let's see, let's take care of the rusty scythe that we have. There it is, that's the rusty scythe I'm looking for. Stone. Do I have a brittle sharpening stone? Yes. There we go. That is how you turn a rusty weapon into a tarnished weapon. In case you didn't know. Alright. Next we're going to take care of the tattered cloth. I think since it's a tunic, I think it takes 2 to patch it. Now we got a patch cloth. We'll go ahead and condense the bat fur. Clear that out. Same process with the boots. I mean, they look like sandals, but they're called boots, and they're called boots. Okay. Vendors aren't too far. There we go. I think like the scythe is 15 copper, and if you turn it into a tarnished one, it turns into 30. So I mean, not a bad profit margin. The same with certain cloth armor. Like I think this is usually like 20 something if it's tattered. If you just patch it, doubles the value. Oh, I forgot to take care of one. That's perfectly fine, but this is how we make money. And I need money because I just spent a bunch of money on this. It was like 10 silver for that. I'm pretty sure that's the only way. I mean, maybe you can make it. Maybe is that going to be under fletching or leatherworking? Okay. There we go. Alright. I don't know why I missed that. And I usually miss things around town. It's hard to keep track of everything. I mean, the game rewards preparation. Go back to the cloth bender. Maybe check the bag bender. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so that, okay. Sometimes it doesn't really increase the value. But typically if you repair it, yeah, it's more valuable. 6 copper is still pretty good. At least I think. Anyways, I thought we were gonna have time to hit level 8. I'll probably hit that tonight off stream when I'm playing with my wife. Alrighty. There we go. Yeah, we got a lot of resources I need to deal with. I'm gonna do some major crafting later tonight, if I have time. But tomorrow I will be back on the Druid as we edge closer to level 8. We are at level 6 right now. I can't wait to get to level 8 because that's when we get Speed of the Wild. I really wish they like updated the Shaman because I would really want to play that class over the Druid, but you know, it is what it is. So what I will say is that the Druid class is actually fun. I almost died. I thought I almost died. Alright, we'll park ourselves at the inn. And then I'm gonna sign off. So I gotta go do things, I gotta be an adult. I'm sure you guys do too. Or at least you can relate. So anyways guys, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow. And I will be playing a Druid. Have a good one. I'll see you out there.